This is going to be your video walkthrough on your 2025 42 Condo by Catalina. Alright, we'll get started right up front here. Got your main tongue jack here. Spin it clockwise brings it up, counterclockwise brings it down. And that's how you would level the camper out. Then you would drop your stabilizer jacks, and you have one on each corner. And we normally use a 3/4 socket and a drill for those. Propane tanks, both are full, and they are the 30-pound tanks. The arrows facing this tank, it's pulling off of that tank when the green turns red. It's letting you know it's out. Spin it over to the other tank, open that one up, and you're back up and running. You got a brand new battery on this thing right there. Battery disconnect switch is going to be right there. So anytime you're not using the camper, just make sure that one is cut off, and it just saves your battery power. We got storage here. It's a battery lid, TV box. Alright, so for boondocking, you got a fresh tank on this thing. Fill that thing up before you leave, and you'll have probably 50-60 gallons of fresh water. This here is going to be cable or satellite, whichever one you hook into the camper, that's which one's going through. Furnace exhaust, keep in mind that thing gets very, very hot. Alright, your fresh tank drain is right there. So and that's for this one here. Alright, come on back here. Black tank flush, whenever you go to use that, just use your regular water hose. It does have a check valve in that. Whatever goes in will not come back out. And when you hook this up to that black tank flush, you want to come back here and make sure your gray tank handle is pulled out. Reason being, if it is, if that tank's already full, then adding water to it will make it come out the commode or come out the vent on the roof, and we don't want that. Alright, so black tank there. Your low point drains, they're just hand tight, that's why they're leaking. And I just done that because I'm about to drain it back down when I get through the walkthrough, so it don't freeze up or anything. Alright, and then you got your gray tank here, and the back one is for the washing machine. So just make sure whenever you're using the washing machine, make sure that cap is off and the gray tank handle is open. City water connection, anytime you're at a campground, this is where you hook up at. You got your water heater here. Alright, so the switch there, just make sure that switch is on, and then everything else, all the other controls are on the inside for this thing. When you go to drain it, always screw that black cap off, and that'll drain the tank on the water heater. And you can adjust the heat on this thing if you want. It's right now set on max. It's got storage here, access to water heater here. Now behind you got a couple valves, so just make sure they're in line with the water heater for use. If you want to winterize it and bypass it, just turn the valves the other way. This blue hose here, just stick that hose into your antifreeze jug whenever you go to winterize. If you use antifreeze, turn your water pump on, and that's what's going to pressurize the whole camper. The other valve there, turn that one in line with the hose, and that's what's going to pull out the fresh tank. Alright, power cord comes with the camper, and it's around 35 feet. This here is your dryer exhaust. Got an exhaust fan for the bathroom. Ladder hook up on the top. Got a leash link for pets. Got 2 outdoor speakers. That's your outdoor speakers. If you want to do an outdoor TV, this is just reception from inside to out here to the TV. You got 110 power to power up the TV. Awning up top. And then you got your LED colored lights up there. Stabilizer jacks, like I said, 3/4 socket and a drill. That's what brings those up and down, what we normally use. But it does come with a hand crank, though. That was in that front compartment. And there is a LP quick connect right there. So if you guys wanted to add a griddle or a grill or something outside, you can definitely use that. And that is hooked up to the main tanks on the front. We'll come on inside here and check out this thing. Alright, so your main control panel is going to be right over here. Alright, so each one of these little buttons activate this meter to the right. So top is full, bottom's empty. Batteries are full. Fresh tank is empty. Black tank is the third, and that's just where I've been running water through it today, testing it. Gray tank is empty. Gray tank 2 is empty. Alright, so you got an interior light, which is your pendant lights over the dinette, over the little dining table here. Exterior lights is going to be your awning strip up under the awning. Water pump, you fill that fresh tank up, that's what's going to pressurize the camper if you guys go boondocking somewhere off grid. So this one here is going to be for shade. Down is extend, up is retract. Then the second, shade 2, is going to be the shade there in front of the sink, kitchen sink. Shade 3 is going to be the one over the TV. Shade 4 is the one behind the couch. And then TV, where it says TV, it's just your TV lift. That's what brings the TV up and down. And then awning. Down is extend, up is retract. Alright, and then slide 1 is going to be the bedroom slide. Slide 2 is going to be the couch slide and the kitchen slide. Up is in, down is out. And when you hear the clutch, that's just the clutch on the motor to keep from burning the motor up when it gets fully extended. And it clicks like that on the outward and inward. So the interior lights are here. So the main switch there just cuts them on and off. And then this one is your dimmer. Alright, so this one here is going to be your ceiling fan in the living room. So speed 2, speed 1, center ways off. Thermostat. So right now this thing's set on furnace, which is gas only, then goes to off. Then you got to pick your fan. Then you got cool. Then you got heat pump, which heat pump is electric heat, comes out the air conditioner on top. And you got heat pump and furnace, which they both work together. And then back to furnace. Now this one here does the bedroom only, and this one's just going to be AC and heat pump. The furnace function does not work because it's only wired to the front. And then off. Alright, so up top here, there's a TV hook up there. The main light switch for the top bunk is up here. 110 and USB power. And back to the light switch. Check the bedroom out. So the main light switch for bedroom is going to be right behind the door. Alright, so as you can see, there's really not a whole lot going on in the bedroom. You got your screen door for the sliding door up front. You do got a little bit of storage under the bed, and that accesses that front compartment on the driver's side. So your fireplace, first button cuts it on and off. Second button is your colors. Third button is your heat. And if you see down here on the bottom it says LL, that's low. HH is high. And then double zeros is off, just for the accent lights. Alright, so your fourth one is your thermostat. '82 is how it'll go. Then the last button is your timer. Not 8 hours is as high as you can set it to. Inside the bed slide, you got USB ports on both sides, and then push button lights for reading. Alright, so refrigerator controls are going to be right in here. Just open up your doors and just hit whichever one you want, and that's how you control the temp. Ice plus, that's just you get ice faster, and then you got a door alarm there, so if you leave the door open too long, it'll let you know. Freezer, and this thing actually does have an ice maker inside. So, all right, microwave. So you got surface light, light high, low, off. And you got exhaust fan, high, medium, and then low, and then off. And then the rest of it's pretty much like a regular microwave and convection oven. You just pick which one you want. There's 30 seconds. There we go. Let's see. So if you want to do convection, you just enter what degree you want. Hit start, and it's just like an oven. Now for the cooktop on the stove, turn to high, push in on it, hold it for just a couple seconds just to make sure the coupler gets hot so it don't go out on you. And that's all there is to that. Oven is the same way. Turn to the flame, push in on it, hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds. Turn to whatever temp you want. And then you can kind of see the flame down in there. Alright, so oven light just turns the oven light off, and then knob lights just turn the knob lights off. Alright, hot water. And it's just getting air out the lines. And there we go. Hot water is good. Cold water. Keys for the camper are around the faucet on the sink. This here is just a cup wash. Just stick your cup on there upside down, push down on that thing, and it'll wash your cup out, rinse your cup out for you. Alright, got your pantry. The couch, USB ports and 110 power behind the couch. 110 power there. Got a little storage compartment on this side of the couch. TV. Your left remote is for the TV, the right remote is for the fireplace. All right, so first button just cuts it on and off. Second button does your colors, dimness of the colors. The third button here does your colors. This one here does your Fahrenheit, so it's your thermostat, and 82 is high as you can go. This one here is going to be for your heat. LL is low heat, HH is high heat, double zeros is off just for accent lights, and then the last button is your timer. And then you got the same buttons up here on top as the remote has. Radio, first button cuts it on and off. And these two here are your volume. This one here is your mode selector, so you can do Bluetooth, AM, FM, HDMI. A and B is going to be your zone selector, so A is inside speakers, B is outside speakers. Now, if both of them are here, you can have both playing at the same time, or you can choose which one you want. And then channel select, and then play and pause. Before we go into the bathroom, we'll do up here. So this is just your other bunk area. Main light switch there. USB port to 110 power on both sides. All right. Come in here and check this bathroom out. All right, so light switches. So the first one is your main light. The other one is your light over your exhaust fan over there. Now this here is going to be for your water heater. So this is just the controls for it. This button here is on and off, Fahrenheit or Celsius, temp up or down, and these here just letting you know what it's got going on at the time. So when you cut your hot water on, you'll see this right here light up, which it says flame, and you'll see the temperature start rising. And that's just letting you know that the water heater is fired up doing what it's supposed to do. GFI outlet, if any other outlet in the camper's not working, check that one first. This one does have a residential commode in it, so it flushes just like your house would. The top to this commode is in this box right beside it. All right. So bottom knob here just turns your water on. The nubs to the left is on hot. To the right it's on cold. All right. So if this knob here, if the nub is on to the right, it's just a wand. This down to the bottom left, it's your body soaker there. And back up to the top is going to be just for the shower head. Alright, you got your washer and dryer. Alright, so temp there, just high or low. If the button's pushed in, it's on high. If it's out, it's low. Select whatever you want and hit start. Now for your washing machine. Alright, so just hit the power button there, turn it and select which one you want, and then you got your soap and bleach dispenser on this side. So once you select whichever one you want, just hit start, and it's right there. And you can control the temp, spin speed, that you can delay the start if you want, post cycle care, and you can do a super wash if you wanted to. So this here is actually for the exhaust fan. So you can, if you cut the light on from the switch over there, you can control it from here if you want. And then the top button is your exhaust fan. So just grab a hold of that handle there, push that button, push out, and that opens up the fan, the vent for you. You pull it back in, closes it. The top button cuts your fan back off. And storage. All right. Well, that's gonna be about it on this walkthrough. I'm gonna be quiet and walk around this thing and just let you guys check it out for a minute. All right, so this is going to conclude your walkthrough on your 2025 Catalina 42 condo. I hope you guys enjoy this thing and be safe.